Radical. Radical. Radical.
You know, we've made a little bit of fun here about the Intellivision Amico from time to time. And I'm not going to lie, maybe I feel like I'm not giving it a fair shake, right? I mean, sure, there's issues with it, of course. The price of the system, $250. I think it's way too much for what it is. You got games that look very simplistic. Granted, they're not $50, $60 games. They're, you know, maybe $5, $10, which is very reasonable. A very reasonable price for games. I get the market they're trying to reach with this system. But, you know, for the real gamer out there, outside of Earthworm Jim 4, which we haven't seen that much of, you know, what's on this system for the real gamer is my question, right? I mean, Earthworm Jim 4, that's not enough to really sell the console, I don't think, to people like myself. But, you know what? Wild 9 just might do it. I don't know if I've ever mentioned about my favorite games on the original PlayStation, but Wild 9 was one of them. It's a great 2.5D platformer, I think really ahead of its time, and has some of the best graphics, I will say, on that PlayStation system. You know, very, very nice graphics, very nice soundtrack. That soundtrack was done by Mr. Tommy Tallarico. I think that's hands down one of his best soundtracks in any video game. Okay, I think it's highly underrated. You can actually, I think, get that on Amazon, the original soundtrack. I don't have it, but, you know, maybe if Tommy stops by, you know, you could send that to me. You know, send me one of those. Maybe signed. How about that? Oh, I'm not e-begging. I'm not e-begging. But yeah, so it's not shocking to me. It's not surprising to me that a Wild 9 sequel, I don't know if it's going to be a sequel or like a remake or whatever. I'm not sure here from what I'm reading, but it's coming to the Intellivision Amico. Probably not this year, you know, sometime next year. But yeah, I mean, that's something, right? Cornhole. Ain't nobody want to play cornhole. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people want to play cornhole. But, you know, Wild 9, here's my issue with it. Here's my problem with it. And here's why I think by releasing this on this Intellivision Amico, Tommy's being kind of a hypocrite. Because they stated that no game would be over, originally I think $7.99, but now they went back on that, no game over $9.99. And they said that no game would have microtransactions or DLC or any of that kind of stuff, right? Which is a great thing, thumbs up to that. But it's supposed to be a family console, supposed to be a safe for the family system. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Wild 9 is coming, but there's a guy with a arm rig type thing that grabs onto the enemies and throws them into ceiling fans. Throws them into these things on the ground that basically turn them into mincemeat. You can grab an enemy and hold them over an open flame. I don't know how that's, you know, safe for the family. I don't get that, okay? So it's taking a chance here. I mean, it's not like it's going to be an R-rated game. It's not. I mean, you know, but still, that's, I think, a little bit too much for little Billy and little Jimmy to deal with. I don't know about this move, right? It's the kind of game that can be done on the system. It's very simplistic. It's a 2.5D platformer. I know that they're trying to probably get people to be interested in the system outside of maybe, you know, just kids and families, because you really want to break into like that marketplace for people like myself that are fans of like old series that for whatever reason they are not coming back. Wild 9 was a great game on the PlayStation, and again had some great freaking music. Man, I just wish somebody would send me that original soundtrack, you know? Wink, wink, right? Yeah, so what do you think about this? Wild 9 making its return to the Intellivision Amico. And also, what do you think about the current date here? It looks like it's the 1st of April.